On the morning of July 2nd, 1951, the quiet city of St. Petersburg, Florida, became the stage of one of the most baffling mysteries in forensic history. A 67-year-old widow, Mary Hardy Reeser, was discovered reduced almost entirely to ash inside her small apartment. Her strange and horrifying death earned her the nickname, the Cinder Lady. Mary Reeser was a widow, originally from Columbia, Pennsylvania. After her husband's death, she moved to Florida to be closer to her son, Dr. Richard Reeser, a respected physician. By all accounts, Mary was an ordinary woman, living a quiet life in a modest apartment building, with just one neighbor, her landlady, Pansy Carpenter. But on July 2nd, Mary's name would be etched into the annals of mistress deaths forever. Around 8 a.m., Pansy Carpenter came to deliver a telegram. When she reached for Mary's doorknob, it was burning hot. Alarmed, she called for help. A painter from across the street rushed over, and together they forced the door open. Inside, smoke hung in the air. The bed looked slept in. Nothing seemed destroyed until they looked towards the chair. What they found defied explanation. The remains of Mary Reeser were horrifying. Her body was almost completely gone, reduced to ash. Only her lower spine, fragments of bone, and her left foot remained. The foot was still inside its black satin slipper, untouched by flames. Even more bizarre was her skull, reportedly shrunk to the size of a teacup. Yet the rest of the apartment was intact. Newspapers beside the chair were undamaged. Candles had melted, but their wicks remained upright. A light switch was warped, but electrical outlets just below it still worked. It was as if the fire had focused solely on Mary, and nowhere else. St. Petersburg police chief was so baffled that he sent evidence directly to FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover. The items included fragments of glass, bone, chair stuffing, and even Mary's slipper. Hoover personally oversaw the investigation. On July 31st, 1951, the FBI released the report. Their conclusion: Mary had accidentally set herself on fire while smoking. Sedated from sleeping pills, she may have dropped a cigarette, igniting her nightgown. Her body fat fueled the blaze in what scientists call the wick effect, the same principle that makes a candle burn slowly. The FBI's explanation satisfied some, but not all. Neighbors swore they hadn't smelled smoke until morning. Others pointed out that cremating a human body requires sustained temperature of nearly 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, conditions not present in Mary's apartment. Theories began to swirl, some suggesting a lightning strike, others whispered about ball lightning, or even divine punishment. Paranormal enthusiasts claimed Mary was a victim of spontaneous human combustion, a phenomenon in which people allegedly ignite from within, without any external source. To skeptics, it was simply a tragic result of a cigarette, an unfortunate chain of events. To believers, it was evidence of forces we still don't understand. Mary Reeser's ashes were buried in Pennsylvania, but her mystery never died. Journalists, scientists, and paranormal investigators continue to revisit her case. More than 70 years later, her tragic death remains one of the most infamous alleged cases of spontaneous human combustion, an unsettling reminder of how quickly the ordinary can become unexplainable. Was Mary Reeser's death simply a terrible accident or proof of a phenomenon science has yet to explain? Whatever the answer, the story of the Cinder Lady remains one of history's most chilling unsolved mysteries.